Hello everyone, and welcome to another stream. Hello Ritu and Bobby Zeal, and to everyone out there who may be lurking, welcome. I think we might be a little light today because it's Thanksgiving. I think it's Thanksgiving in the Americas, in one of the Americas anyway. And yeah, so, but anyway, welcome everyone. Oh yeah, and sorry about the cat meow not showing up in the, I'll give you a free meow, hang on. There we go. That's what you should see, but never mind. Happy Turkey Nightmare Day. Yes, exactly. I mean, vegetarians can have Thanksgiving, don't they? I think, probably. They have tofurkey, right? The sad-looking tofu ball. In yeah. So, working more on this game. Something I'm going to be working on today is these side screens, because these have been shit for too long. So one thing I have done is I've made these side panels slanty and pixely, and so they're kind of pixels, but they're also kind of not. They're kind of fake slanty pixels. So yeah, and they actually work. So if I fire lasers, then their shields actually go down. So that's nice. I've also got a little bit of smooth card animation here. This is still not quite right, and you can also, when they go into your hand, like that, it's a little bit smoothed out. Still needs work, and all the other cards just still snap in the hand, so still some work to do on that. Also, here I'm making use of this little screen here to show the command pips, if you like. So I've used 2 command and they've gone blue. And then I used 2 more, and there we go. That's like a nice way to keep track of that. It's much better than text, I think. Yeah. And if you hadn't seen the last stream, and you'll notice the background is a little bit updated as well. We have some nice displays for these, and nice desk areas for these little crew members. Haven't worked on that anymore since. But what I want to work on today is getting these side panels up here showing something more interesting. So this is the highly detailed and specific design I had. So with the side panels we're going to have basically a ship schematic on the left of the player ship, on the right of the enemy ship, and it's a slideshow. Exactly, yeah. Why? What do you mean? Is the stream lagging? Or am I misunderstanding your joke? Probably that. Sideshow. Sorry, I misread. Yes, it is a sideshow. Exactly. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't fix the laser problem. No, I didn't fix it. Never mind. I'll fix everything eventually. That's how it works. Yeah. So I can show you how this works if you like. So I found a little script. I was doing something with rotating the canvases in like 3D, so they kind of look like they're slanted, but they're actually at some really odd angle. But it was hard to get it really precise. So I found a script that let's see. So it's Skewed Image. It's basically just inherits from image. Where is it? Dun, 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 dun. There. So it does all this stuff. I don't know what this. I didn't even look at it. You know, you just download a script, and it works. And it just lets you alter the skew X and skew Y, and you get this really nice. Like if I can't really turn off the skew. I can adjust it though to show you what it's doing. Let me know if the excuse me, music is too loud. You can see there it's just taking this horizontal image and doing this. And I think the effect is quite good. Thank you, Ritu. Yeah, so I have the same thing on the top screen as well. If I make the image visible, I've got this like test image here. So you can see it's it's kind of cheating because these aren't really pixels, but at 100% size, it kind of looks Looks close enough, I think. I think I'm allowed. I'm allowing that. I'm allowing myself to cheat with that, with those pixels, because before it looked really quite dreadful. Let's see if I have an example to show you. Was it on here? Yeah. So this is how that looks with unfaked pixels. You know. Yeah, the old TV test screen. Absolutely. Yeah. So that doesn't look good. It just doesn't. So I think you'll agree this is superior. So yeah, for a schematic view of this, I could just go into Blender and get an image of the ship from the top, which is the advantage of having a... is that right? Is that the right one? Oh, they're the same. Okay. So we're going to get rid of all these. Oh, yeah. I still don't know how to use Blender very well. Let's bring this over here. I'll just make these invisible. There we go. I thought I'd made... Oh, yeah, I did. The lights are still there. Okay, it's fine. I did rotate this a little so I could get better lighting angles for the... for the lighting images. So let's just set its rotation back to 0. There we go. Then let's look at it from the top view. Oops. Nope, top view. Let's go into wireframe. Maybe not. Yeah, that's what we want. And I can just grab a screenshot of that. Why didn't that work? Because I pressed scroll lock, that's why. There we go. Oof. And let's go, where's my screenshots? They're in here. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I got to 9,000 subscribers on Jim Plays Games. That happened. I should really probably make some videos. I am actually thinking of streaming on Saturday, doing a Jim Plays Games retro Amiga stream, because I haven't done one of them in a while, so that might be nice. Because I'm actually here on Saturday. Yeah, one of them's called Megadisc. It's because it's a terabyte. At the time I got it, it's like, ooh, this is big. And I just bought another drive. I haven't even put it in yet. I guess I'll call that Ultra Drive. Yeah. It's what did I get? It's 4 terabytes. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So the question is, how do we want this rotated? Do we want it like that? Or like that? What do we think? For the side panel on the right. I guess we could just see how they look. First, I will... How should I do this? What's the best way to... Oh, that works. Just get rid of this, just makes things a little easier. Probably could have done this better, but... Let's just throw this image in as is and see how it works. Actually, we want it to fit on this, which is 65 by 68. So I could just dump it on in a new layer. Oh, it's very much bigger, yeah, and it doesn't work. Okay, so let's shrink this down to like, yeah, put it on like that. Okay, so that's going to be a very rough look. Hello, Arcturus, welcome. You haven't missed too much. I'm working on the side panels for the thing. Let's just call it side panel ship. There we go. And then, so you might notice some things are a little bit different. These side panels have got like slanty pixels, which I know is is going to get me a communicator from the Church of Square Perfect Pixels, but you know, that's just the price we have to pay. Let's make this image not horrible. Just want to do this. I wish there was. I'm sure there is a way to change the default settings of image importing. I'm sure there is. I'd save myself a lot of time if I just looked that up. So let's see. There we go. Okay. So that's roughly what it will look like. I mean, obviously that'll look better. You know, I'll draw it nicely and everything. I think that's fair enough. Thank you. Oh yeah, there's also this. The command is indicated right now by icons instead of just a word. I think that looks better. And a small bit of tweening on the movement of the cards here, but still need to work on that. Oh yeah, and these displays work, which is nice. Yeah, they actually show something. Okay, so question is, does that look better with the front pointed up, or should it be facing down? Is the question. I kind of think down, because it's more towards the player. What do we think? I guess I can just draw it and then flip it later if I really want to. But still, I think a question worth asking. Right, let's put this in a sprite. Okay, and then we'll start drawing the outline. Let's just pick a nice green just for the contrast. And here we go. Oh, I should center this. Yes, that will save myself some time. There we go, the lovely mirroring feature. Which way is it pointed again? Okay, yeah, so it is, currently it is facing down. This is the front of the ship. I know it's kind of symmetrical. Well, symmetrical that way, yeah. So this is the front. It might be more obvious when I have like weapon icons and engine icons put on it and stuff. I mean, another approach is not to do it like top down at all. I could do it front on, you know. It doesn't have to be top down, but I think it gives you more of an idea of the shape, but it might seem a little divorced from what we're seeing on the screen. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And let's do this. Yeah, I don't really like. I can't do it any other way. That's just the way the lines go. That's fine. Let's see what we've got. It's really uneven. I really want it to be even. There. That's alternating 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's better. Okay. Hi, Judge Groovy Man. Welcome. How's it going? Hope we're not taking you away from any Thanksgiving-y stuff today. Yeah, I realise it is the day of turkeys in Americas. Okay, that looks okay. Yeah. So we're gonna have the ship in wireframe. Basically, not wireframe so much as an outline. So you know, we're not going to show all the polygons, but yeah, rough kind of outline. I'm going to actually just copy this for the sake of having a parallel line. Oh dear! I was drawing on the same layer. Never mind. Let's just grab this, put it on a new layer. Yeah, good. Maybe there's a race for organic ships. You could do a thermal view like the Zerg do. Ooh, that would be cool. Organic ships is a nice idea, definitely. Let's write that down on our... I don't have my thing showing. I mean... this. Oh, this is the devlogs. Okay. Space cards. There we go. I didn't even make notes for what I'm going to do on the stream today. It's a little disorganized today, but we'll eat turkey in a few hours. Cool. Hope you enjoy. Let's put this in ideas. So, aliens, organic ship, faction with heat map, schematic. Cool. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, I'll just show you this again. Just a few little changes. Most notably, the side panels here. I've got some slanted UI going on, which still looks pixely, but it's the same basic size of pixels, but they're not like perfect pixels. They're cheating pixels. Because yeah, they're kind of slanty. But I think it works. Also, the cards move a little bit, like that. That needs to be improved upon. And the command is indicated by icons now instead, which I think is nice. Yeah. So, what we're working on now is this. Getting the side panel stuff going. Is that right or is that right? Let's go with that. Yeah. I like things to be symmetrical when they can be. I guess like that. Is that right? Wait, why isn't it mirroring it? Oh, why is it all the way over there? Oh, because it was a copy paste job. Never mind. Can I just like trace over it? Will that work? Nope. Nope. Ah, I never know how it's gonna. Is that right? There. Okay. And then like this. Is that good? I'm also going by memory of how the ship looks in 3D. There we go. I think that works. So if I delete this, remove this. Let's turn off the mirroring. Get rid of you. Okay. Save this. UI and ship schematic. Oh yeah, I saved it as an A-sprite file. That's not right. Let's export it as a PNG. There we go. Afarius, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, spaceship dashboards, indeed. I don't know when you came in what I was showing you, but yeah. Let's get the let's get this thing going. That'll do. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Top right screen. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So that's roughly what it's going to look like. Let's see how it looks in top down. Ah, yeah, of course we have the nonsense over it, so let's just turn that off quickly. Okay. So the question is, does it look better? Wonky sound pitch. Oh no, that's not good. Do I sound rather high or rather low? I could adjust my speaking volume, speaking pitch, if that helps. That wouldn't help everyone else, of course, but background music sounds like a cassette running on low batteries. Oh no, that's awful. I remember that when I remember I could with my cassette player I could like press in the play button just like slightly and it would play more slowly than if you push it in all the way. I don't know if that was peculiar to my model, but yeah. So thing I'm wondering about this, we have all these jaggies, right? Would it be better to stay with me here, not make this pixely. I mean, it's good enough to stream, isn't it, Octurus? You'd think it would be good enough to watch a stream, you know? Because it just, I don't know. I'm going to try it both ways. So, what I'm going to do now go back to this one. I'll do this one the other way, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Right, let's make it huge again. And this time we'll make it with big, thick, like it will look almost vectory. Tipsy Adonis, welcome to the stream. How's it going? This is the Space Combat deck builder I'm working on. Let's give it a quick demo, shall we? Oh, wait a minute, I need to turn the bridge interface back on. I'm in the middle of redesigning the interface, so it's going to look a little wonky. But yeah, this is the enemy ship. These are our crew. This is our command points we use to play cards. Let's fire some lasers. Pew! Let's fire a missile. Okay, the missile's on its way. It takes 1 turn to reach the enemy. But end the turn, they fire a missile. They fire lasers. Our ship shakes. Ah, our missile missed. Let's. Some of these don't have animations yet, so I can cast this. It doesn't do anything yet, but our shields have gone up and theirs have gone down because we used the shield leech. Let's charge up a shot. This again takes 1 turn to fire. End our turn. They fire again, and we fire on them. And that's pretty much it so far, but you know, it's early days, getting fleshed out. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on these side panels. And the question is, do I leave it like this with these sharp actual pixels and stay true to the pixely aesthetic? Or do I do what I'm going to do now, which is draw big thick lines that kind of look, they're going to kind of look like almost vector graphics, but faked vector graphics. I don't know if Unity can do vectors. I think it can. That's something worth thinking about, like actually drawing it as a vector. Ah! First time you've been able to catch, but you've watched the VODs on stream. Oh, okay, brilliant, excellent. I do sometimes lose track of of people's names, especially when they're different on different platforms. But I can't remember if sorry, it's not because I don't listen or read comments. I do, but yeah. I usually start to keep up with it after a while. Like eventually, I figure out who is who and what, who said what. But it takes time. I'll tidy this up a bit later. Just want to get it looking okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's better that it looks good than be completely accurate. So lighting on the enemy ship changed. Not since the last stream, no. It might look different live, maybe? Let's see. I think it's the same. Could move things around. Ooh, look at that. Anyway, yeah. Okay. I'm switching around between Paint.net and Sprite. Depends what I'm using it for. I'm more used to Paint.net. Even it has different keyboard shortcuts for things, which sometimes confuses me. I thought about changing Sprite to match what Paint.net is using. There was some talk in the Discord about like a reasonably priced version of Photoshop. I think it was Affinity something. Wait, is my... Huh. My stream... Okay. It's lagging. That's annoying. I mean, it's... Because I'm looking at my preview here, and I just moved it. And then it just moved. Move. And then... That's not ideal. Let me try something to fix that. 1 sec. Does that fix it? It does not. Okay, that's a problem. I guess it won't be a huge problem. Affinity is good. Okay. Let me try something else. This doesn't really matter too much because I'm not doing like... It would matter if I was playing a game. Let's just do that and then turn it back on. Because I'm thinking of streaming on Saturday, doing some Amiga games. So ideally, shouldn't do that by then. I've seen it do that before, and usually if I restart OBS, it fixes it. But I can't do that now. I'd stop the stream. So, never mind. We'll just have to live with it. It's just going to be a little out of sync if I'm demonstrating something. That's all. I'm going to cheat here a bit, because I don't want to add too many extra lines. Can the 3D program show the mesh view of the original model? It might be neat on the dashboard like it was scanned by the ship's computer. Yeah, that's a good point. I can import the model, right? That's a... Ooh, then it could be like... then it could like rotate. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. That's a cool idea. That's a really cool idea. Let's write it down. I'll try it later. Side panels. So actual 3D model. Can rotate. Oh my god, it's rotating. No text expert, so all I can think of is any other software in the background. Or well, the thing is, it's not lagging as in. So my. Oh wait, it's going red. Oh dear. My stream just actually lagged for a bit there, I think. So I'm running on two computers. So I'm running my desktop PC is what Unity and everything you're seeing is on. The laptop is recording is what the webcam is plugged into, and Winamp is running on, and it's streaming. Actually, I'm streaming from my desktop PC to my laptop, and then from my laptop to you. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's really not. It's really. Wow, it's really lagged. Okay, it doesn't matter. There's no point fussing about it. I can't fix it. Let's just. I'm working on the same layer again. Curses. Okay, it's fine. Let's just do the old. Oh, no. There we go. And now I'll just copy this layer and flip it. Let's add in a temporary background so this is not so horrible to look at. There we go. Tried Affinity Photo and it was lacking a couple of niche features I used from Photoshop. Otherwise, seems like a decent alternative. Yeah, I just don't want to pay a subscription fee because I can't afford that. I mean, I'm paying for Unity. That's enough, you know. Like, I could use the free version of Unity, but then it has that. It loses a few features. It also has the Made with Unity pop-up, which it just doesn't look that professional to have that show up when you on a game. I think there's a few like popular. Does that look good? Let's get rid of this part. Yeah, of course. There we go. So I've been doing mostly the drawing stuff on these streams because I figured that would be more interesting to look at than watching me code. Also, coding is hard when when I'm trying to stream, but you know. I could take you through some of the code I've done recently, perhaps. Okay. It kind of looks like, again, it looks kind of Cardassian. It looks like the Cardassian emblem. Never mind. Let's save this. Let's put it in Space cards, where are you? There you are. Images, UI, ship schematic large. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Well, first, oh, I saved it as a PDN. That's not correct. There we go. Problem is that the Made with Unity logo inherently makes me concerned it's going to be a lower quality game. Yeah, well, the thing is, the problem with Unity, well, the good thing about Unity is it's really easy to make something and get started with. So it's kind of like, you know, it's like if every drawing you ever saw said made with paint or made with pencils. You know, it's like, yeah, most drawings made with pencils are not going to look good. That doesn't mean an expert with a pencil isn't going to make something amazing. You know, it's kind of unfortunate. I think Unreal has a much better reputation as far as that sort of thing is concerned. Okay, top right screen. Let's give it. There we go. Ooh, okay. Let's actually change the filtering here. See if that looks better. Doesn't look any different. Okay. So, is that better? As a simple, actually, I'm going to put one on each side so we can really see. Top left screen. I mean, one's the other way round, so let's just flip it. Just to be consistent. And then there. Alright. Which one looks better, left or right? What do we think? Because thing is, the one on the left is more pixely, so it kind of looks, it fits in more with the aesthetic, but the one on the right, it just doesn't look like it fits. It looks cleaner, but it also doesn't look like it looks out of place. You know, these missiles are temporary as well. They'll not be there. Let's get rid of those just for the sake of clarity. So there. Everything on your screen is Gabriel Enma. Welcome. Family meal. Was that Thanksgiving? Left matches the style more. I agree. Let's see. It's odd how they've set it up as means bad, cheap shovelware has made with Unity Plus. That's true, right? Yeah. It's like, yeah, that was a really bad move, wasn't it? Having Made with Unity appear by necessity on the less well polished projects, the ones that can't afford the subscription fee. Yeah, that's actually a really short-sighted. Have I missed any fatal errors causing guru meditation? Not so far, no. But speaking of guru meditation, I've said it a few times, but a few new people have joined. I'm going to be doing an Amiga stream probably on Saturday. Once again, back to the Amiga streams because I'm actually here on Saturday. I'm usually away, but yeah. So that'll be cool. Oh, UK here, usually around 5:30. Right. Does not always go well. Yes, I can understand that. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on this? Does the left one here look better than the right one? Actually, some screen-like effect on the panels might be cool. Oh, a CRT. Yeah, right. Like scan lines. Let's actually draw some scan lines. I could use a different image for this. So, what do scan lines look like? Let's just do. Hang on. Let's get the image itself. This one. Okay. Let's make a new one, the same size. No, just get rid of that. And so scan lines are basically alternating. Just an alternating tint, basically, I guess, of one pixel, and they're like every other, aren't they? I'll change the contrast on this later, but it's probably a quicker way to do this, or a more efficient way to do it, but you know, here we go. Okay, I know it looks really bright. I'm going to change the contrast. Let's reduce the contrast here. Okay, that's like vague scan lines type image. Let's see. Put it in there. Go over here. Top right screen. So I'm just going to copy the image and then. Whoop. Okay, let's make it semi-transparent. Whoop. Let's do it on the other side. Oops. Now I could do something more interesting with shaders and stuff later, but just as a vague sort of attempt. Weirdly, it looks. Let's just do them both the same. Why is it? Oh, one's above the other. There we go. That's why. Yeah. Let's just put them both behind. That's probably going to get a better effect. Maybe not. Let's put them both in front. Yeah, this is a really sort of thrown together solution, but let's just double that up and then make that 50%. This is not the right way to do it. I'm just doing it quickly so that we can see what it might look like. Okay. There's with the scan lines. Let's see. I've missed quite a bit of chat here. How much more details are going to be on the side screens when playing the actual game? So there's going to be. So if I refer you back to my highly detailed schematic design document here, it's going to be like this. So we're going to have little displays of the systems and stuff, and when they're firing, and how much damage they've taken, and stuff like that for either side. They flipped around how the Unity subscription works. Maybe with Unity on subscribe stuff, nothing to do with Unity on the free stuff. Yeah, the thing is, it just gives you, when you pay for it, you're paying for the option to turn it off, right? So I think it kind of, it's almost like they gave themselves a bad reputation with because the main reason they gave themselves a bad reputation with forcing the Made with Unity to appear on the unsubscribed model, and then on the paid model you're allowed to turn it off, so it's like you can hide that you're using Unity. So basically if it doesn't say Made with Unity, it's professional. That's the dip up on old CRT from the basement. I used to have a CRT. I mean, everyone did, right? Who isn't young? Spectrum loading border. Ooh, yes. Had to give up your last one, you moved back home? Oh, that sucks. It's 20-inch CRT, nice. Oh, I miss degaussing. Yeah, that's the best thing about having a CRT, was pressing that button, it goes boing. Oh. Been thinking of hooking your Raspberry Pi to the CRT, that's cool. Does Unity have built-in effects that can be placed wherever? I think so, but I have an asset called a shader editor. I used it in Guildmaster for the teleport effect, which was really helpful. So I could do this with shaders. It would look better. Could have a green scan line going on the stream sometimes, like the terminals in Alien Breed. Yeah, let's write that down. Let's see. Nice. You like that, especially on the left? Look, even better as you were setting up that it seemed to crackle. Oh. Best part of the CNT is an inbuilt VCR. What? Oh, that kind of TV. Yeah. Boom, tick. Yes. Yeah. So I do agree. I think the left one looks better, even though the pixels are a little jaggy. You know. Oh, I just noticed the scan lines are not they're not pixelate. Let's change that. Let's change the scan lines to be point filter. See if that changes how they look. It probably won't. No, not really. Only when you're close up. But yeah, about the screens, I think it'd be good to check what it looks like with the extra icons on. Yes. Pixel might be harder to read with all the dense information. Yeah. Okay, so let's start on the icons then. Okay. Let's make a new layer. It doesn't actually have to be green. It's just a color I've picked randomly. So, well, it's not super randomly. It's yeah. Okay. That seems like a good size. So we'll have that like here. Oh, it's not the right size because it's one. Ah, that's not right. Oop. And let's. I'm gonna fill this. And then maybe have some kind of icon. Like. Oops. To indicate that it's a laser. Because it's a crystal laser, I'm sort of going with this. Don't know if that's good. But it's a placeholder. Maybe if I do this. Maybe not. Whatever. Let's see. No one has made a better media player than Winamp. Yes. Oh yes, I like Winamp. It kicks the llama's ass. Everyone knows that. My memories of CRTs are fuzzy. I remember we had a big widescreen CRT for years and plastic casing used to creak and make quite loud pops. Yes. Oh yeah. I remember that. It would just, because it was heating up and cooling down, right? And the plastic would just like pop suddenly and I'd be like, ah! Especially if it was late and I was tired. And then it just kind of suddenly does it and I'm like, it freaks me out. Okay. There we go. So that's for the lasers. And then for like the shield generator, we'll just do something cyan. Doesn't really matter what right now. Oh, that's the wrong shortcut key. Okay, let's just do like a circle-ish. Yeah, that's good enough. I love the soundtrack to Stellaris. That's what's playing right now. It's. I never got sick of it the whole time I played it, and I played it a lot. Yes. What color do we want for the engines? Like yellow? I don't know. Maybe not yellow. Is that a good engine logo? I don't know. You remember the noises? Really old TVs made you worry they were going to explode any second. They were dangerous. They are very high voltage kind of things. Let's just go with a green. There, that's fine. Okay. Oh, I probably want that as a separate thing, so... Ship schematic, icons. Okay. So... we now go over here. Okay. Then I'll make this another image to put on top. I wish it would paste next to the original. Whatever. Okay, let's... and then the same with the top left. Da-da-da. I've been meaning to add a new channel point reward to suggest a soundtrack to play during the streams, but I keep not getting around to it. But if anyone wants to suggest one, then feel free to do so. But the thing is, when I make the reward, I'll have them in a list, and I'll actually be able to go through them. Okay, there's with the icons on. What do we think of that? Kinda. I still think I prefer the one on the left. You know? Let's see. Old CRT monitor is actually a potential 30 keV X-ray source. Really? Wow. I think I do miss about CRT is carting the bloody things. Don't miss about CRT is carting the bloody things to my cousin's house for LAN parties, ended up burying an additional one to stay over his and... oh, buying an additional one to stay over at his and then never went back. Burying one. I was like, I can't be bothered to take this home. I'm going to bury it in the garden. Fuck it. Like, yeah. Yeah, I used to go to a LAN party like every weekend for the summer holidays at school, and it was the big tower, the big, you know, CRT. This is not great. But it was fun. I remember one guy, he had such a jank PC that he had to set up a desk fan to blow into the open case because it was just overheating so much without that. I was like, dude. Never got to experience a LAN party. It was good. It was fun. We played Starfleet Command, Baldur's Gate, Counter-Strike, Unreal Tournament. It was great. I swear they were cheating at Counter-Strike though. They were too good. They were using fucking aimbots. They were trolling me. I think I would play real money for a place with FPS 30 or so computers hooked up, everyone playing each other. There are places like that, aren't there? I think there's somewhere in London. I don't know where you are, but you know, there's got to be places like that. Need to pixel it, but yeah, left one looks sick. What do you mean pixel it? I mean, that is the same pixel size. It's just kind of at that slanted resolution. Left one looks nice. Okay, chunky pixels. Okay, cool. Okay. Went to a few LAN parties with some online mates from the Unreal community. People from a whole country around. That's so cool. Yeah, I never went to one like that. You're in Kent. Okay, yeah, I think there's some in London. I'm in Kent too. If you accelerate or decelerate electrons hard enough, they create X-rays. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. But, like, I didn't know it had the possibility to accelerate them that much, I guess is what I was saying. Yeah, I think we're on a winner here with the one on the left. Okay. The interesting thing is that a higher resolution. So this is at 1080 by 720. Let's put it in. Sorry, it was in 1280 by 720. If we put it into 1080 by 1920 in 1080p, the pixels actually, like the actual pixels, are smaller, so it looks more authentically chunky. You know what I mean? Stagfist! Hello! Welcome, and meow. How's it going? Let's do a quick rundown of what's new for anyone who's just joined, including Stagfist. And so, this is the new things here is mostly the side panels. I've got these kind of cheating pixels. They're not really pixels because they're slanty. as you can see, for the side panels. Right now we're discussing whether this looks better or this looks better, and I realise that is lagging behind me, so left or right looks better is the question. Can you make it more pixely somehow? Let's find out. Let's add a new resolution of 120
Special power
by... Oh! Tipsy Adonis! Thank you for the Prime subscription. That is most kind of you. Thank you so much. And enjoy your emotes. By the way, there are some follower emotes, so some of you who are following should be able to use some of the emotes. Yeah, I still need to add more emotes. Give me suggestions for emotes you want to see, because I have quite a few more slots now because of the follower emotes. Like, I'm thinking of like an explosion emote, animated. That might be fun. But yeah, I never know what people want for emotes or what would be actually fun to like spam in the chat when stuff happens, you know, or something. Yeah, so another little thing I could show is the oh, I broke everything. Why did everything break? Oh, because I turned this off. There we go. Mind you, LCDs, the Nintendo Game Boy One uses ink. What? Ink? 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 Yeah, we have a little bit of animation on the cards now. And yeah, the command cost here is indicated by these should have saved. Oh, it does have a painful story behind it. Yes. I mean, it's just kind of it was, I think in my Amiga streams was where it was more evident, or like maybe Skyrim perhaps. I can't remember actually. Stop ink shaming. Right, yeah. Yeah, so this bit where it says laser 1, 2, this is going to be replaced. This is old stuff. Fire lasers, look at that, go, yes, it's fun. Idea, if you take lots and lots of damage, one of the red stripes is a really panicky animation with flailing orbs. Oh god, yeah, okay. Let's do that. Okay, bridge visuals. And let's make this crew visuals. Panic reaction with arms flailing on lots of damage taken. I like it. Oh yeah, I was going to make everything more pixely. Right, yeah, let's do that. So let's add a new resolution of 128 by 72. Oh, and it broke. Okay, it's really... Oh. Wait, what happened? Okay, there we go. That's more pixely. Oh god. Yes. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it completely screws up when... I don't know what's happening there. Let's try a slightly less crazy resolution. Let's try 320 by 240. Yeah? That's 4:3. What's the... Okay, it's 200. Yeah, I think is... Yeah. Wow, it doesn't look any different. Why doesn't it look any different? How is that 320 by... Oh, I know why. Because it's actually 10 by 10. And I'm an idiot. I gave it the... I called it 128 by 72 and it was 10 by 10. Let's try this. I should have noticed that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, so the UI is all screwed up, but there, that's more pixely. What do we think of that? Super low res. Stream's getting too hardcore. Jim needs to start pixelating things. Will ship have weak spots that allow for bonus damage when hit? Maybe random bonus when ship. That's a good question. Ooh. So like, I'm thinking for something like that, it will be more a case of. So we have a bunch of crew, which has not been implemented yet. But one of your crew is the science officer. And what they will be able to do is scan for weaknesses. So what that does is, so it's not actually that there's... done, ship it. It's not actually that there's a specific weak point that you just sort of get randomly. It's more like your science officer has to scan for it. So there's a card you can play, scan for weaknesses, and then that increases the damage of all your attacks for 1 turn or however many turns until like the enemy sort of notices what you're doing and adjusts in some way. Or it could be a permanent thing. It depends how powerful I want to make that. So yeah, that's going to be part of the strategy, is sort of leveling up your officers and getting all these different cards added to your deck, which will give you more of a chance against the enemy. Let's see. So let's try another resolution. Let's try 64 by what was it? By 40. No, 20, 30. 40, yeah, 64 by 40. There we go. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at those pixels! Look at them go! Okay. I can't do anything because the UI is gone. Oh, sorry. This missile card really wants to make itself now. Excuse me. I'm a missile card. I'd really appreciate you paying attention to me. Yes. Okay. That's how that works. Because the background is scaling, but the GUI is not. Charge shot. Look at this. Oh, look at this laser. It's so close up, extreme close. Yeah, this is silly. Yes. Let's not do super low res mode. It's a silly place. What do we want? Let's do this. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, look at the crispy pixels now. That's what happens when you tell someone to zoom and enhance. Yeah. Zoom. Yeah. Okay. In Shinjo, they would often alternate shield frequency to block some alien energy weapons or a probing tool. The enemies have to match their frequency to get through. Yes. So, as you can see here, match weapons to shield frequency. So if your science officer has the skill, they can scan the enemy shields and let your next energy weapon shot penetrate the shields. Yeah. So like the other way around, I guess, to sort of like I think for things like boosting your own shields, it's kind of be the engineer's thing. Like, here we go, remodulate shields. So what this does is you choose either physical or energy damage, and you receive less damage from that type of attack. So it's kind of like reinforcing the shields for a particular kind of damage. Could the enemy do that as well? Potentially, yes. And yeah, so but there'd be some kind of alert. There'd have to be some kind of delay to it, like, oh, they're matching, they're penetrating our shields, you know, and then you can sort of, you know, it would the effect would wear off, but you'd see the effect happening, and you'd have an opportunity to say do evasive maneuvers to try to mitigate it. Somebody needs to do it in the comedy. Zoom and enhance just a Rubik's cube ends up on the screen. Yeah, I think they did it in Futurama where Zap Brannigan was like, zoom in, and it's like, why does it look blurry? It's because that's all the data we have. We can't just make it up. Funnily though, AI, like Arcturus is saying, zoom and enhance with AI scaling, we really have it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Stewface, indeed. Yeah, so it's about time for my 5-minute break. It's past the hour. There's a canvas scaler component that might. Yes, oh yeah, because you can see if this is all wrong. I haven't. Oh yeah, it's all really wrong. So the thing is, the bridge itself is actually world space, so it's not a canvas because of various reasons. Like having these yeah, it's just, it made more sense to do it this way for me. For various reasons I could get into, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break first. Would you always need the card? Wait, would you always get the card need to do it on time? What do you mean? To do the well, no, you wouldn't. I mean, that's part of the thing about deck building, isn't it? Is that if it's a very specific thing, like you know, changing the shield frequency to do something, I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to take a lot of thinking to come up with a better, a balanced way of doing it that's fun. It wouldn't be very good if you have a ability to mitigate some effect and it isn't useful all the rest of the time. It has to be it can't be too situational, you know. Show video footage of someone doing an AI husband from the old Wing Commander 3 cutscenes. Oh yeah, they're incredible. They're incredible. It's given me some hope that they're going to remaster Deep Space Nine, because actually some fans have already done that. They have gone through with AI scaling and created completely upscaled versions of the Deep Space Nine episodes, because the versions on Netflix are terrible, really bad. The DVDs are better, but yeah, they can really do some amazing things. So it's all out there. Just saying. Anyway, let's do a 5-minute break, and when we return, we'll do more things. So yeah, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So, yes, I have a few things I want to talk about. One of them is, why are we traveling through space, right? So the plot, essentially, or like the impetus. Thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, why are we flying through space and shooting things with lasers? I mean, other than the obvious reason, because it's fun, right? So in Slay the Spire, you are climbing the spire to defeat the heart, right? It's very kind of... It doesn't need to be more complex than that, right? In Darkest Dungeon, you are kind of trying... It's revealed slowly that you're trying to kind of undo the damage that has been done to this part of this estate, essentially. In FTL, you're trying to defeat the rebel flagship. So, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this in this game? So I have a few basic ideas. What's that game with the Omega? Damn it! It's I forgot what it's called. There's a game where you have these resources. One of them is called Omega. I've forgotten what it's called. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's another one. And the mission in that is to get home. So one of the ideas, we're lost, right? We've got stranded in a distant part of the galaxy and we're trying to get home. And it's difficult because, you know, it's a long way and there's alien species. So this is basically Star Trek Voyager, right? It's not very original. To quote Jim from the first StarCraft 2 video, we don't care about the plot. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I was so deeply and totally wrong. Stardust had a complex plot of rescuing the Princess Margarine product. What? Really? I don't. Yeah. No, I was StarCraft 2, right? Star Control 2. Did I say StarCraft 2? Yeah. The point of Star Control 2 was prevent the Urquan from, you know, enslaving / wiping out the humanity. It was pretty good, pretty important. So that's one. Yeah. Margarine. Why? What's going on? Voy Levy was a popular margarine brand. Oh, I see. I get it. I see. It's like yeah. There's an alien in Star Trek who in Deep Space Nine, she's an ambassador or something, and she's oh my stream's going down. No, it's not. Anyway, she's got some name, you know, some last name, and she eventually says to Bashir, "Please, Julian, call me Tesco." And I'm like, really? You're a supermarket? Like, that's just like, and they oh, it just sounds like an alien name. No, it sounds like a supermarket. That's just dumb. Anyway, yeah. So, another reason to travel through space, exploration, right? We're just going through space looking for things. That doesn't necessarily lend itself too well to the kind of combat focus, but it could be that, you know, I mean, they ran into a lot of things in Star Trek when they're trying to explore that want to shoot them. But this would need some kind of fleshing out in the game mechanics. There'd need to be, sometimes you'd just be exploring, right? You'd just be trying to look for something, and then someone would come and shoot you. Stardust's plot was great. It was a mad professor who attacked the galaxy with his evil minions that were conveniently disguised as asteroids, and also the professor is a penguin. They were on all kinds of shit in those days, weren't they? One Star Trek novel had an ambassador, Kahu, from the planet Ursus. I don't get that. Is that a joke? I don't. Looking for babes. Oh yeah, yeah. That's oh, it's yeah. The ship is. Oh, sorry, I knocked the mic. The game is now going to be a dating simulator for the captain. This is all. Yeah. Have they done a spaceship dating simulator? I'm sure that someone has done that. You know, like the Captain Kirk thing. So another thing is like finding a solution to a disaster. This is like the Babylon 5 spin-off Crusade, where they were exploring space looking for a cure to a disease. I was thinking maybe something like they're trying to find a way to prevent their home star from going supernova, right? Mass Effect pretty much is that. Okay, I didn't know that. I haven't played Mass Effect. I probably should, but it's so huge, you know. I haven't got time to start a big game. Also, Ambassador Nico from a Feline Race. Oh, Kara is bear. I see. That's yeah. Other stuff too, but people make a big deal of the romance stuff. Yeah, I never found that interesting. Like, I don't care about romance in games or movies, because romance is interesting when you're the one feeling the feelings, you know, and you're involved in it. It's not fun when you're just watching someone else. Well, you know what I mean. Moving on. And the other one is defeating a big enemy, right? Like FTL. So I'm leaning towards finding a solution. So it's kind of like you're exploring space and you're like going into this distant part of space and you're like asking everyone who you meet, can you help us with this thing? We're looking for advanced technology to help us avert a disaster. And then they just kind of start shooting you. Because they're like, we will protect our technology, you will not take it from us. And because one of the things you'll be doing as you progress through the game is finding more and more advanced technology. Could be part of a war. Rule of acquisition number 54. War is good for business. Did you know that number, or did you look it up? If you knew that off the top of your head, I am very impressed. You have out-trekked me in that case, because I know some of the rules of acquisition, but I don't know their numbers. I forget their numbers. They're looking for things that make them go. Prune juice. Yeah. Didn't like Mass Effect nor Dragon Age. Oh, well, it's a controversial opinion, but, you know, it's if you don't like something, you don't like it. People are allowed to like and dislike things. That's the way it goes. What didn't I like that everyone likes? Oh, Dune. Yeah, the Dune movie. Yeah. Rule 53 is peace is good for business. Yeah, I know they're next to each other. I remember that. Yeah. Rules of acquisition are funny. So, does anyone have any thoughts on these purposes and which one is more interesting? Or perhaps none of them are and there's a better idea. Like Mass Effect, but Dragon Age didn't really grab me. I really like Dragon Age. I've only played Dragon Age Origins. I really loved it. I never played Dragon Age Inquisition, largely because I heard number 2 wasn't very good, but apparently it's just not as good as 1 or 3, so... You'll always love Baldur's Gate, but the newer stuff didn't do it for me. Do you mean Baldur's Gate 3? I still haven't played that either. I played a little bit of... Oh, what's the one that's like Baldur's Gate? Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I can't remember what it's called. It's like... It was one of the big ones that... Hang on, I'm just going to look it up, because I can't bear it not knowing. It's on GOG. It's an RPG. What's it called? I still need to play Planescape Torment. Query 5, welcome. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent talking about RPGs. What's it called? Why isn't it on here? Pillars of Eternity. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I played a bit of Pillars of Eternity. I just couldn't let that go. But I ended up just losing track of it. Mass Effect and Co. Baldur's Gate 3 intrigues me, and I do like Larian, so fingers crossed. Planescape Torment. Yeah, I really need to play Planescape. The thing is, what I do is, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been thinking, oh, I really want to play this game. Oh, but I'll save it for a stream or a video, and then I never do the stream or video, and then I'll never play it. So, you know. Especially now. I haven't done a lot on the channel on Jim Plays Games for a while. I'm going to try to do some stuff for December. But yeah, I hope it's not. I don't know. Yeah. Like I haven't lost interest in Jim Plays Games. It's just I've been focusing on this, you know. So my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity, now I'm stuck in one place. Oh no. Yeah. Is it a mechanical problem or like a puzzle problem? Like, is it you can't beat a certain combat? Yeah. Anyway, so hard battle. Yeah. I got stuck early on with the hard battle because I think I went somewhere I wasn't supposed to go yet. I just really wanted to deal with this. Like, the plot made me feel like I had to deal with this right now, but the mechanics made me feel like I needed to wait till I was more powerful. So, and then I got so far to that point that it meant so much backtracking to reload, and I didn't like losing that progress, so I just stopped. Yeah. So why we're traveling through space? I guess it's not a very inspiring thing. I'm just going to give it some more thought, I guess. If anyone's new, joining us recently, I think Query 5 just joined us. Let's take a look at the game as it is. So, we have some... wait, let's maximize it. So, we have some tweening on the cards, a little bit, which is quite nice. Pew, pew. These displays now work, hulls and shields for the enemy and the player. This annoying overlay here, the laser big, laser 1-2 will be gone. And on the left, I'm going to turn them off right now. So, I was discussing whether this one on the left or this one on the right looks better. I think we've almost universally gone with the one on the left. So, yeah, and we have a little command cost thing here. So, mostly visual changes, but it's really starting to come along. Where do you want to go with the plot, by the way? Serious, hammy, slapstick, or what? So, I'm thinking kind of like a Star Control 2 tone, which has, you know, a bit of silliness, but generally, but some seriousness, you know. So, because like, if there can't be a silly reason for a spaceship like this to go into space. I'm not going to go full Space Quest on this. It's not going to be like that kind of absurdist stuff. It's going to have a sort of serious plot, but some fun characters, you know, like weird. So I'm thinking there's going to be a bunch of aliens you can meet, and they're going to show up on the view screen, you know, their portraits essentially, and talk to you. What would the disaster actually be, and what's the solution for it? That's kind of the issue with that one. If you want to work a specific goal to work towards, it's not as easily found if you're just looking for us with good enough technology to fix it for you. Easily defined, yeah. So easily defined, yeah. So I was thinking, so the star's going to go supernova, right? And there isn't enough time or enough ships to evacuate everyone. So basically, we're looking for technology that can reverse a supernova, and that is kind of insane technology. So, but we know there's all these alien species out there, and it might be maybe there's some kind of myth or rumor about technology that can do this, and you need to sort of track it down and find this device. And people don't want you to have it because it's like precursor tech or something, and you know, it's like it's dangerous because it can not only stop a supernova but start a supernova. And like maybe that's what you'll uncover something about that. I don't know. That's kind of the general idea I have with it. And it's not. I'd like it to be a little bit original, because it's kind of like go to fight your way through and defeat the big bad guys. Kind of boring. And also getting home has been done a lot. Let's see. Planet says showed a whole Earth going missing due to an alien experiment gone wrong. So they sent out a spaceship to find a tech to reverse it. That's a clever one. I like that. Pew. Yeah. So, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm wondering if. Wait. I'm also wondering about this, whether this looks better up or down. So, which way round, I mean. So if I just flip this... No, not flip horizontal, it doesn't do anything. And also... this one. So does that look better, or was it better before? I think it was better facing down. Total Recall ending. They don't know if the reactor would terraform Mars or destroy it. Yeah. But that's kind of... I mean, you're not going to end a game by destroying the solar system as the win. You know, it's like... Or do nothing. It's... You know, the player's going to think about it. In the movie, it's kind of... You know, there's a lot of questions about what's even real in that movie. But... I think facing down is better. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay, what else do we want to work on today? Yeah. How about Hunt for Red October like plot? Stealing a spaceship, trying to escape and betraying the homeworld. Ooh. Let's see, yeah. Stealing the ship and escaping. Why would they be escaping though? Like fleeing persecution or something? And then they're being chased by their own people? That's an interesting idea. Yeah. Like they're rebels, or they're, you know, like some kind of yeah, switching sides. Right. Yeah. Just taking it for a joyride. Yeah, I don't want it to be too frivolous though. There has to be some impetus, you know, some meaningful reason to be doing this. I kind of want to skip this track. Let's just have something a bit more chill. Oh yeah, something I wanted to mention. So I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was sort of trying to encourage me to basically, because I don't really know what I'm doing, right? I don't really like making this game. I kind of know what I'm doing making a game. It's all the other stuff I struggle with, like the marketing, right? So Guildmaster was a commercial failure. I think it was a good game, but it didn't make enough money because I didn't market it very well. I basically only talked about it in the last few months before I finished it, which was a mistake. And so obviously, with my binary thinking, I go completely opposite and with this game and start talking about it from the very beginning, you know, and because that's how I think. It's one or the other, 1 or 0, and but he was saying and he was talking about how, you know, people when you make a YouTube video, they do things like, please like and subscribe, and it's like, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that though, because it's kind of obnoxious. And he's like, yeah, but it works, right? It gets people to like and subscribe, and that gets your numbers up, and that's what you want, right? You want people to buy your game, do you or not? And I'm like, yeah. So it's kind of lame, but if you haven't, I would really appreciate it if you would go and like my devlog videos, because getting the devlogs out there, getting them seen by more, and share it with people. If you know someone who might like this stuff, please do tell someone, because that's what's really going to make the difference. Because I really want to do this for a living. I really want to keep making games and just keep doing that. And the only way I can do that is if this game and later games make money. And you know, I wish I could make games and not have to worry about money. I wish I was like wealthy enough to just not worry about money. Then I could just make anything I wanted, you know. But as it is, it needs to be a commercial success. So, you know, and some of you are really supportive. Like, you know, you're here, right? You know, and you're watching, and you're giving me all this feedback and ideas, and it's awesome. And some of you are patrons and subscribers, and I really, universal basic income when? Tell me about it, right? If I could do that, if I could have universal basic income and just, because I don't need a lot, you know, I don't need a lot, you know, I don't want to be rich, I just want to get by, really, you know. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna do some more of that kind of marketing stuff. I need to get better at marketing as well. Is anyone here is good at marketing, or has any knowledge about that, how to do that sort of thing, and how to, you know, in a way that is ethical? You know, obviously I only want to do ethical marketing because unethical marketing is nasty. But I don't need to do that. I got to be more active on Twitter. I got to put out GIFs and put out, like, you know, I got to use the hashtags and shit. No need to feel so awkward asking for this. I've liked every vid you've released. Statement plus. I really appreciate that, Gabriel, and it really does help. You know, I don't know how much it helps because the YouTube algorithm is it works in mysterious ways, but I think it definitely helps. You know, because I do find it kind of obnoxious when people ask, because it's like, I know how YouTube works. I have been on YouTube before, but then I've been on YouTube for 10 years, so not everyone actually knows. A lot of people forget to click like, so reminding them does actually help, and it's kind of, yeah. You're doing great. I'm rubbish at marketing myself, and we're just developing the dark and release to maybe 50 purchases and give up what you're doing right now. Seems like a very reasonable start. Thank you, Afaris. And I hope I'm doing all right. It's hard to tell. You know, I haven't really been pushing the marketing. I think it's getting to the point where I have something good enough to show off in GIFs and stuff, and I've really got to sort of make the time to make the Twitter posts, and probably Facebook too. I don't like Facebook, but I've got to use it. Maybe even Instagram, you know, or TikTok. TikTok isn't good for games, is it? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just kind of fumbling around in the dark and hoping it works. It's just there's so many games coming out, you know? Like, if we go to Steam, right, let's do it now. Okay. Let's look at how many games are coming out on Steam, like, right now. So, it's kind of hard to find it. But if I just search just anything, like, because you can get into, okay, then I'll turn off that, there we go, and then let's sort it by release date. Okay, so 25th of November, yesterday. Let's look at this. Okay, so let's turn off the DLC. Let's just have games. Okay, so all these games, okay, some of these are TBA. Okay, there, 25th of November, 25th of November. Never heard of these games. What is this? I don't know. But these all came out today. There's more. Look how many there are. I mean, some of them are just like, this is a match 3 game, right? Okay. You know, and some of these are free to play games. This is, you know, a lot of them are not big games. Public Crime Investigation. This looks like a real game, right? Never heard of it. It came out today. Who could have known, right? What's this? This is, I don't even know. This is some kind of RPG. It's not English. The Expanse. The Expanse. Surely this is copyright infringement. Excuse me? I mean, this looks like a horrible asset flip. Oh my god, look at that. Okay. VR only, yeah. And there's all kinds of just, look at it. Okay, now we're on to the 24th. Okay? That's the 24th of November. Right? Everything here, with some exceptions because the dates are wrong, everything there, all of this in the last 2 days. How the hell are you supposed to compete with this? How the hell are you supposed to get noticed? It's insane. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm not doing a let's play of that one. You know, Ninja Blast, right? What is this? It's Jim Ninja Blast Greenlight video 2015. Wow, that's been in development a long time. Okay. Girls Shop. What the hell? Actually, this might not be suitable. In the game Girls Shop, you have to put on glasses again, in which you see all the girls. Okay, no. What the fuck? It's just okay. So there's some real shit on here. I'm not afraid to say that that's shit, because it's just objectifying bullshit, pointless. What's this? There's a game called Pregnant. In this first-person horror experience, you will solve puzzles while navigating the pitch-black reed forest armored only a flashlight. Why is this called Pregnant? I don't want to know. Everpixel Valley. This looks cool. What is this? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of this is. There's no way to keep track of all this. There's too much, right? And this is the environment I'm trying to succeed in, right? Pull back retreat. Yeah, I hope that didn't show anything I didn't notice. A wholesome game about cats. Yes, absolutely. Oh, now that we're talking about games about cats, I'm just going to show this game, because this is a really cool looking game. Here we go. Look at this, right? You're a little kitty. Exactly. I should probably turn the music off. Look at this! Release date, cats don't have deadlines. That's great. Mega meow! Thank you. Thank you, Forrest. I'm definitely going to play this. Because look at it. You're a little cat. And you wander about doing mischief. So, you know, there's this game's going to do well, right? Because it looks amazing and people love cats. They're not competition, but it's easy to get drowned out and people are less likely to look at Steam new releases because it's so full of shit. So they miss out of good stuff. Yeah, so that's why you have to market, right? You have to, and I should probably pay someone to do the marketing, but I can't afford it. So it's like a catch-22, you know? Like, one thing I could do is do a Kickstarter, right? Kickstarter is a good way of marketing, and it's a good way of making money as well. So, yeah. Anyway. Steam is the biggest platform. Games you tried other platforms. You know, that's a good point. I could try putting this on... I could try getting it on Switch, but the thing is... I win the lottery, yeah. Like, GOG is curated. You can't just... I emailed them about Guildmaster, never heard back. Humble, I think, is a little easier, but it's all curated. You can't just put your game on it. I might be able to put it on the Epic Game Store. I can put it on itch.io as well. I should probably have put Guildmaster on itch.io. I still could do that. Oops. And laughing so hard right now. These are garbage. These are not. Yeah, they're not competition, right? But they are drowning things out. And like this thing, among that, all that we didn't see. There's probably like 2 or 3 really good games that will never hear about because they get drowned out. And that's frustrating, you know. Yeah. What's the YouTube Let's Play venue these days for small indies? A few channels that might look at early access game in this style. I sent Guildmaster. I sent about 50 copies out to Let's Players, and like 4 people covered it. But you know, that's another thing. If you pay someone for marketing, they will send out copies to their curated list, you know, of like hundreds of people, thousands even, and that's, you know, maybe I should take out a loan and hire a marketing company, you know, or something. I don't know. That's risky. Yeah. I know itch.io feels kind of cheap, but it's very easy to upload and go. No, yeah, I like itch.io. Itch.io's great. You know, and there's professional games on there, like really big professional games, like Celeste, right? That's on itch.io. Night in the Woods is on itch.io, you know. And that was a very popular game. Anyway, so yeah, all this to say, give me your advice, and if you can, share this with other people, you know, and retweets when stuff happens. I know it's kind of obnoxious to ask for that, but it's the only way I'm gonna. It's one of the ways that I'm going to be successful, and I really want this to work. I really want to be able to keep doing this, because I can't just keep betting on this forever if it's not going to work. But yeah, I was thinking actually of putting the 10-year anniversary of Shitty Quest is next year, so I'm going to make a Shitty Quest anniversary edition and put that on itch.io, and I'm going to do that as one of those pay what you want, so you can get it for free if you want, but if you want to give me a couple of quid or whatever. For the special edition, then you can. But anyway, I was thinking of doing a Guildmaster gratuitous Christmas version, but I ran out of time and I didn't, you know. And I kind of feel like I should just be focusing on this, really. But maybe I'll do that next year when this. I want to get this game done within a year. That's my goal. I'm 3 months in now. 3 months since I started this game. And I'm still procrastinating. I'm procrastinating right now by talking about not doing it. So let's do some work. What should we do next? I don't know what to do in the next 20 minutes. I'm a bit flustered and hyper. Let's look at our to-do list. Let's look at the to-do list. Make a Christmas version of this. Well, you know, it is red and green, the colours of Christmas. You know, so it's like we are the Christmas tree people and of Christmas tree 9, and we have come to do something. They've been making Star Citizen for almost 10 years. Yeah, but that game is already selling. You know, like they've already sold. On Christmas Day, the crew can have Santa hats on. Yeah. Okay, let's look at our to-do list. Card sliders for target selection. That's something I talked about in the devlog. I sort of faked it for the video edit, but I didn't do that. I haven't actually put that in the game yet. Explosion lighting, tighter sprite animation. Okay, one thing I can do, actually, something I want to do, is have these icons actually mean something. So rather than just be disconnected images, they should be connected to the actual things. So let's extract these as their own icons. Okay, so this is icon laser. And, oh, there's a missile launcher as well. I didn't include the missile launcher. This is oops. This is icon shield generator. These are all placeholders, so you know, gonna replace these with something else later, I'm sure. Icon engines. Should the icons have tooltips when you hover over them? Yes, absolutely. So that's definitely another thing I need to do. Another thing I'm going to do is when you hover over the card that is related to it, it will show up. So if I hover over the like the laser card, it will highlight the actual weapon that the card is coming from. So if I highlight this, it will show on here. You know, as I move across, it will show where they're coming from, and it'll you know. So there'll be all kinds of visual feedback like that. So that's one thing I want to get going. So we also need a missile launcher icon. So what's a missile launcher look like in this many pixels? I guess just oh, probably just a missile icon, right? Like that's very basic, but it's so few pixels. Yeah, why not? That works. So placeholder. Okay. Now, need to put them in the game. Doesn't annoy me that solo indie developers struggle to make their games known, but AAA companies can get away with releasing garb. Yeah, it's all about popularity. You know, if you're popular, you can. It's like money, right? If you have money or popularity, you get more money or popularity by the nature of just already having that. You know, it's like gravity, right? A thing with a lot of gravity will draw in more matter than something small. You know, with less gravity. It's kind of a law of nature almost, but there's ways to manipulate it a little bit, I guess, maybe. Let's focus on the top left here. Let's see, icon. Okay, that's big. Set native size. There we go. Oh, the skew is wrong. Let's change the skew. Skew. Okay, there we go. We want to get this perfect, so let's just line it up with our existing one. I think that's almost correct. It's 2.75. There we go. That looks about right. Okay, so icon engines. Then we're going to want one for laser. Here's a 1. Step 1, get rich. Step 2, there is no step 2. Yeah. I don't know. it's tough, but that's the thing. I've got to be able to play the game, haven't I? I've got to, like, if I'm going to do this, I need to use all the tricks that I can find, including asking people to like and subscribe. You know, it's the way it works. You know, I'm going to be doing some more videos on Jim Plays Games and putting like little ads in those, essentially to say like, hey, by the way, I'm making this game. You want to come and look at it? Okay, now watch the video. And then, you know, I'll try to keep it short and non-obnoxious, but it's, you know, it's necessary. It's necessary to be able to do this. But yeah, it does annoy me when people are like, oh, the games industry is shit. It's like, yeah, if you're looking at AAA, there's so many indie games out there that are great and that aren't pulling the kind of shit that a lot of the AAA ones are. So, you know. Just get this all perfect. There we go. Okay, now we can take off the this. Oh, yeah, that's fine. And then I'll actually, let's put this here as the missile launcher. There we go. So we need to come up with a design for the actual player's ship as well, because we're going to actually see the shape of the player's ship on the schematic on the left here, not just the enemy ship. So that's something I need to think about. Alright. There we go. So that's the icons. Video games today are better than they've ever been. It's just mostly interesting stuff coming out of smaller devs. Exactly. You consider finding a publisher. You know, that's a really good idea. I'm going to write that down. Okay. I'm going to put that in the to-do list. Because that's the way, isn't it, right? Because a publisher is someone who takes a cut. And if they take a cut, then they have an investment, right? And you don't pay a publisher, do you? I don't think you do. They take a cut. So, yeah. But then I am beholden in some ways. Something I need to look into. Yeah. That's a really good idea. How to make $1 million. Have $1 million already, exactly. That's just something that will trip me up in the future. Being autistic and introverted makes reaching out about anything I work on difficult. I'm planning on backhealing that side of promotion to the girlfriend and no friends. So yeah, the thing is, I am also autistic and introverted, right? I know it may not seem that way because I'm quite vocal on here, but if you were in a room with me, I would not be. It's easy because I'm looking at a camera, right? And I've been doing this 10 years, but yeah, I'm a massive introvert. You know, and I have to be in the right mood to do this, or I just cannot talk to people. Not even through a thing. Sometimes I'm just like, I need to be alone for like a day, at least. So, you know, it's. But the thing is, I've learned a lot in my time as an autistic introvert, and the thing is, it is harder for us to learn social things, but we can do it. You know. I'm a lot better than I used to be 10 years and a lot better than I used to be 20 years ago. Yeah, there's embarrassing stories from the old days that I will not tell you. So I'm hopeful that I can just learn marketing and stuff like the networking like I learned everything else. I had to learn the hard way, you know, because we don't have the instincts for it. But, yeah, I believe it's possible. Let's see. I recall a few YouTube lectures from indie devs telling them about working and releasing their game, which you must have seen before. Like the developer of Nuclear Throne also streamed on Twitch. I haven't seen that actually. Do you want to link that? And I will check it out later. Also a lecture about having a publisher by the makers of Hotline Miami who work with Devolver, but whether it's not even required for your game. Yeah. Okay. Devolver makes a lot of. They publish a lot of really cool stuff. Please do link those either here or in the Discord. I would really appreciate seeing those because. And I need to set aside time to actually do the marketing, you know, like make the Twitter posts and stuff. All right. I haven't given any thought to how these are going to highlight. I guess we'll just we'll have a tint. That'll be the simplest way to do it for now. I'll refine this later, but this is the rough and ready way to do things. Renaming things. Even with placeholders, it's important to do some naming properly. Like here, I haven't done this right, so that's missile launcher. You just save yourself so much time if you take a few seconds to name something properly. Go, and especially when you're messing around with the inspector in Unity. Let's see. Now I've quit work as an engineer. I started regressing back into home life as a hermit, which I don't mind personally, but yeah, easy to fall back into bad habits in regards to socializing. Discord is my first step in socializing normally. Wow. Yeah, the thing is, over the pandemic, I got really used to not seeing people, and that was a problem because so there's this thing my therapist talked about. They're called safety behaviors, right? They're things you do when you're stressed that make you feel better, but reinforce the thing that's causing you to feel bad in the first place. So, like, you know, I don't like socializing, so I don't socialize, right? And then I get worse at socializing because I'm out of practice. So you've got to. This is not therapy, right? This is not advice. Get your own therapist. Don't listen to me, but because I'm not qualified. Disclaimer. So, but that works for me at least. Recognizing that. Recognizing when I'm doing something that is just making me feel better in the short term and reinforcing a bad habit, basically. Sort of like a mental drug. Yeah, I mean, there's so many behaviors that are habit forming. Things like that we do to cope can be really kind of, you know, you can rely on them too much. Absolutely. Let's see. What are we making here? I'm making a script for the ship icon selector. I'd put more thought into this, but I just want to get it working. I'll rename it later. Ship icon selector. Okay. I could make this an interactor, couldn't I? Because I already have this class. There we go. And then implement. There we go. Nice. So we can just do hover. We want a public reference to a canvas group. Actually, no, let's just make it the. Oops. Just make it the image for now. I'll tidy this up later. I just want to get it working. Public image tint. Let's get rid of these stupid exceptions. Okay. Tint enable. Oops. What? Why is that? Enabled equals true. So when we hover over it, it will enable the thing and tint. Actually, let's make our own things for this. Our own, because we want to reference this elsewhere. Take this out as a separate method. I love this track. Yeah, you can see how it's out of sync. So you can hear the clicking, can't you? Oops. Oh no, everything flew away. Okay, yeah. Shit, I've lost the chat. Okay. Good points. Not a therapist, Jim. Thank you, Stagfist. It's a funny slope. I went to the same shop for 5 years every morning on the way to work, buying energy drinks and the like. I ended up working away for 2 weeks. When I got back to normality, I ended up avoiding that shop for the rest of my 15 years at the company. Mine is a funny thing. Yeah. Yeah. Habits and structure, they can be very comforting, but they can also be very limiting. And it's a balance as well. Another thing we people on the spectrum suffer from is, as I alluded to, binary thinking. Either all one way or all the other, right? But the medium is often an important thing to try to cultivate. Okay, oops. Oh, I keep doing that. I've got a shortcut key to show the desktop. Even though I have nothing on my desktop at the moment, so it's kind of silly. No. Hide tint. Now, there's all kinds of problems here with the way I'm implementing this. Basically, like, I can hover something when it's already thingy, but it shouldn't really matter. I'm not explaining myself well. Okay. Now we want to put this class on those tinty whatsits. Surf seems like spam. I don't know how useful they'll be. Devolver GDC lecture from a few years ago. Indie dev actual. Oh, no hit games. Yeah, I did watch that one. I did watch that one. That was one that kind of encouraged me a bit, because it's like, yeah, it's possible. I don't need a hit, right? I just want it to be sustainable. You don't need an effing publisher. Okay, good. That's good to know. I'm queuing these up. So, yeah, Jake Berklet. Yeah. I follow him on Twitter. Sorry, just grabbing these links because they'll disappear in the chat. There we go. Design and marketing of Nicholas Friend. Okay. I will check those out later. Thank you very much, Afarius. Dr. Huffhauer. Does anyone know that reference? I'm sure somebody does. Okay. Let's put these on the whatsits, on the tints here. Oh, no. I'll put them on the actual objects. Wait. Do I put them on the objects? Yes. Okay. Ship icon selector. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to put an event trigger on these as well. And then there we go. And I'm gonna have to set these up individually. Links to the thingies, the tints, the tinties. Yeah, I'm going a bit over time today, but I want to get this done. Probably sent over this. It's not a problem. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, now we need some references to them. Let's do this the quick and dirty way, because we're live on stream. Okay, so what is the best way to do this? I probably want a reference in the system itself, actually. So we have this class ship system, and I'm going to give it a reference to a selector, because each one's going to have one of these. And now that it has that, I just need to set the references in the ship itself. So here's the player ship, and we have the systems and weapons represented as physical, like actual game objects in here. Now we just set the selector appropriately, so that's laser 1, laser 2, the missile launcher, and the shield generator. Okay, now what I'd like to do is in the card, when I interact with the card, when we hover over it, we want to get the card, get the system that is associated with the card, and then the selector, and then show the tint. There we go. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, we find the card. So this is the card interactor class. When we hover over the card, we're going to do a bunch of other stuff we're already doing. We're going to get the system, which is the ship system that has put the card in our deck. Each card has a reference like that. Then we're going to get the selector, which is the little icon I just created, and we're going to show its tint when we're hovering. We also need to make sure we do the opposite. On the unhover, we need to hide the tint. Okay, live coding. Here we go. This is going to cause a problem if we don't have a selector. So we're going to want to do this is not the right way to do it, but this is the quick way to do it. If card dot get system dot selector does not equal null, so that just makes sure we're not going to have an error thrown if I haven't assigned it, like for the enemy cards or for cards that don't have a system. Okay, that should work. And I realise this is all a little bit lagged on that side, so it's a little bit harder to follow than it would otherwise be. I think that is all right, so let's see if everything breaks. Right, yeah. Oh! Okay, it's working. So I'm gonna get rid of this for a minute. Oh no, that's the wrong thing to get rid of. There. Okay, now see, as I hover over the shield leech, the shield icon here changes. If I hover over that laser is highlighted. Hover over that missile launcher is highlighted. This one. Yay, it worked. That's cool. Now it doesn't work when I'm hovering over them over here, but I know why that is. It's because the ray casting is not set up properly. So, where is it? It's in the bridge. View screen canvas. Okay, so we haven't set up a world space canvas with no specified event camera may not register. Why don't we have an event? Okay, main camera. There. Does that work? It doesn't work. Okay. I think that might be because of how I've set up this awkward thing. Yeah. I'm going to need to mess around with this because that's not working right. But you can see the concept, right? When I hover over the icon, it's going to show... Like, so if I hover over this weapon, this card, it immediately tells me, not only down here where it says laser 1, it's kind of a proper name for that, but I can see it highlighted over here on the ship itself. So I think that's a nice bit of visual feedback. It'll look better than a simple tint in the future. But yeah, so Laser Sam. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Anyway, pew pew. Lasers prop. Oh right, yes. Whoosh. Yes. Okay. I think that's enough for today. Made some progress. I'm quite pleased with how the how this displays are coming along. Definitely going to go with the one on the left rather than the one on the right. This display will be on the right, but I was just, yeah. Of course, this is where the player ship is going to be indicated. So I need to actually design the player ship, not just have the enemy ship as a thing there instead. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So thank you all for joining. It's been lovely to have you here, as always. And yeah, I'll be streaming in 2 days. I'll be doing some Amiga games. So I hope you have your points saved up to do some requests. It's been a while since we did an Amiga stream, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. So it'll be at the same time, 6 PM GMT on Saturday. And yeah. Oh, and go like my devlogs, please, and tell people about it, because I want this thing to work. But thank you so much. So, all right, I'll see you all next time. Same gym time, same gym channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye now.